Where are we, guys?
Yeah, what do we do now? We're lost.
Yeah, I think after looking at our surroundings, we're probably in the Taiga biome in Canada. The Taiga, also known as boreal forest, is the world's largest biome. It covers around 11.5% of the Earth's land area. These forests can be found in Northern America, including Canada and Alaska, and in Northern Asia, like Russia, covering most of Siberia and parts of China.
Wait, I remember learning about the taiga biome in 9th grade biology last year.
In order to survive, we should first look for shelter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it looks kind of treacherous, but it's not really that bad because we can use these white spruce trees to build a tent, or we can just find a cave, which is pretty common here. We can use that for shelter as well.
Let's go with the first option. I don't want to get caught by a bear.
Me too. Wait, what animals and plants are common to the taiga?
Based on what I've studied, there's grizzly bears, great wolves, foxes, boreal chorus frogs, lynxes, beavers, caribou, and great gray owls.
Hey, look. There's a spruce bark beetle right there.
Yeah, insects, in fact, are actually very common during the summer in the taiga. There are about 32,000 insect species, including ants, mosquitoes, beetles, and aspen leaf miners.
Wait, but how do these animals survive in the winter when temperatures get really cold?
Well, most animals, like ants for example, go underground and bury their food to sustain themselves throughout the winter.
And what's the climate in the taiga for cool? Shouldn't it be snowing?
Well, actually, it depends on the season. As during the winter months, temperatures can be as low as negative 65 degrees Fahrenheit to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now, however, it's summer, so it will be from 20 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The rainfall here reaches its highest point in May at about 5.4 inches, and its lowest point in December at about 1.7 inches. In addition, during the winter months, precipitation is limited, as shown by this graph here.
Come on, guys. Let's go look for shelter.
The boys make a shelter using a tarp they found in one of their bags in the branches in the forest. The boys walk through the boreal forest, worried and nervous of the dangers surrounding them. They come across a desolate bog, littered with hints of life, though animal activity seems to be absent.
This place is so wet and muddy. Everything is covered with moss, short grasses, and bushes.
Yeah, that's because these things are called muskegs. They might look like solid ground, but really, they're types of plants. Mosses, lichens, and other types of ground-dwelling plants that cover them.
Yeah, and the soil quality here is so thin and lacking nutrients due to the dry environment. It's going to be hard to find plants that are actually nutritious here.
As the boys search for something to consume before dusk turns to dark, they stumble across many different organisms, including the vast plant life that covers the taiga, and the pyramid of animals that follow.
These are Christmas trees we use, right?
Yep, coniferous, also known as evergreen, trees have needles instead of broad leaves and keep their seeds in protective pine cones. These needles don't fall out in the winter, unlike other trees, so they're perfect for the holiday.
Look at this moss, and also those flowers. They look pretty cool.
Sphagnum moss covers the surface of taigas like a carpet and can hold up to 25 times their weight in water. These plants are very durable, being able to survive freezing temperatures or drying out in the taiga. Balsam fir is another plant you might be seeing, which grows into a 40 to 60 foot tree. This type of plant is only found in North America, and they have adapted to the taiga similar to other coniferous trees.
And what is this plant?
Well, these are actually called fireweed. They can grow up to 8 feet and are considered pioneer species.
Huh?
Pioneer species are ones that were quick to establish a foothold after a previous ecosystem was lost. Fireweed quickly grows after a fire destroys an area of a taiga forest.
We can't eat those, so let's keep moving.
Wait, look over there. Is that a reindeer?
That's not a reindeer. That is a caribou. But I have to agree with you. It looks like a mix between a moose and a reindeer. They are endangered in the taiga biomes because of climate change, habitat loss, and human industrialization.
This endangered species, known as the caribou, has an ecological niche that strongly regulates the taiga. It eats the various plants in the biome, and it is a food source for many carnivores. The caribou live in various mountainous regions, and they live in the boreal forests, which can be found in all taiga regions on Earth. Due to its endangerment, humans are working to preserve the caribou. To do this, they must restore the forests that have been destroyed so that the species can return to its original habitat. On December 12, 2022, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service added populations of caribou to be a part of the U.S. Endangered Species Act as to be federally protected.
Anyways, it's probably too big to eat and kill. But let's look for something else.
Yeah, you know, I watched a video about the taiga. There's many different animals that can be found in this region, like the boreal forest frog,
which can be found near forest openings and woodland ponds, and feed on small invertebrates like beetles and flies. They are carnivores and are secondary consumers of the taiga. Another animal is the Canadian lynx. It is a part of the lynx genus and is a medium-sized wildcat that is excellent at camouflaging during the winter season. They are carnivores that feed on rodents, but are hunted and eaten by wolves or grizzly bears.
Whoa, look over there. It's a pond. We might be able to find some boreal forest frogs.
I don't think we should eat those because they're pretty small and it won't fill our stomachs completely.
Yeah, you're right.
Whoa, look up there. It's a great gray owl. They're the biggest birds in the taiga.
Yeah, that's massive. That's gonna be so hard to catch though. Let's look for something else. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Let's look for some fish in this lake.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use these sticks to kill them.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we got one.
After hunting for salmon, the boys cooked the salmon over a campfire they had previously set up.
Yo, this tastes good.
Yeah, it does. Now I'm full.
Good thing we found some salmon.
Let's go back to shelter.
Good idea.
Wait, guys. Is that a grizzly bear?
What?
Yeah, they're actually one of the most common tertiary consumers that live in the taiga ecosystem. They also eat salmon, which reside in the...
It's looking right at us. Run!
By the way, one more thing. Never run when you see a bear. So what do? We should just get on the ground and make ourselves look as small as we can.
All right.
After laying down, they all hoped for the bear to ignore them and continue on looking for a meal. The suspense was slowly rising as none of them could see where the animal was, but they waited as the night fell.
You think the coast is free?
Yeah, we should head back to base.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at this tool. It must have belonged to the indigenous people who used to live here.
Yeah, and this arrowhead looks like something they might have used to kill animals.
Yeah. In fact, 18 different indigenous peoples live in the taiga biome and employ hunting, fishing, animal herding, and crafting like this to survive.
Finally back to base.
Yeah, it's been a really long day.
Yeah, let's get to bed.